Hello, my name is Adam Wachuku and you are just tuning into Tina Talk Show. Now, thank you so much for wherever you are watching from. It's a pleasure for you to be part of this. Today I have a special guest by the name Mr. Freddie Greene. Together we're going to aim to bridge that gap because he's going to be sharing his experiences, his wisdom, his knowledge, his journey in inventions. He is going to be educating us. Not only just that, he is a member of the British Institute of Patenters and Inventors. So you see, there's a lot to learn. Stay tuned. Hello, my name is Adam Wachuku. You are on Tina Talks. Wherever you're watching from, thank you for being a part. Today, I'm going to be aiming to bridge the gap with my special guest, Freddie Greene. He's going to be sharing his motivations. He's going to be sharing his experience, his journey, especially the wisdom that he has gained over the years. So, Mr. Greene, thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you today. It's an honor to have you come to the studio today. How are you? I have really waited for this moment because it's a great honor for what we're about to talk. Mr. Greene, Freddie Greene is an engineer and inventor, a member of the British Institute of Patenters and Inventors. He has been inventing things since 1983, 33 years now. So you can see how much experience, knowledge that I hope to bring to you today. Through him, he'll be sharing his journey, what has happened, what are the pitfalls, the challenges, how he has been able to do all those things. So Mr. Greene, it's a pleasure. So now, for somebody who are yet to know who you are, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? For what I know so far, you are a proud Ghanaian. So, so can you tell us how yes.
Yeah, proud Ghanaian, fair enough. I was born in Ghana.
You're born in Ghana.
My mother is half Dutch.
Okay.
And my father is Scottish.
Okay.
Yes, but I was brought up in Ghana. I served the Ghana Air Force a bit as an aeronautical engineer.
Yes.
And I left. I didn't stay in there for a long time because I had my own agenda. I needed to, explore things. And being the Air Force as an engineer, you have manuals that you go through either to service an aircraft or do repairs on aircraft. I wanted to use my own initiative to be able to do something beyond that because it was very boring.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
Good that you mentioned that because I was going to ask, working as a aeronautical engineer with the Ghanaian Air Force, what actually led you to this study of
aeronautics?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you say you were born to do it, or is it something you're passionate about?
No, you see, I started my journey when I was a little boy.
A little boy, wow.
But we all know that, you see, if you observe your child, what he does every day, then a parent will be able to assess that child, what he wants to be in future.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, it's all about observation.
Observation, I totally agree with you.
Yes.
Yes, to understand, to actually pay attention, because what a child will become as an adult, you can pick on that from their childhood.
Yes.
Wow.
So what happened was, I used to fiddle with mechanical things, and I'll take my mother's appliance from the kitchen and I'll dismantle it, and my mother won't hit me. My dad said, "Stop it, leave it alone." Okay, so my daddy saw about these things, and he bought me all sorts of tools to be able to use. And in no time, I was building cars, putting lights in, brakes in, steering in. This is a wooden car. All that it does was people had to push me to go around.
Wow.
Yes. So coming back to the Air Force story.
Yes.
I went in there because I was fascinated by aircrafts. I had so much passion with the aircrafts. And I went in there, and then we did a course and everything was okay. However, I wasn't pleased with it because of the, the routine. But I know people invented aircrafts.
Yeah,
and if people have invented aircrafts, somebody else will be able to invent something else.
Yeah.
Because, they're using their imagination. I wanted to use my imagination because I'm aware that imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited. Imagination embraces the world.
Wow, amazing.
Yes. And to go about that, you say, the art of imagination is the art of seeing the invincible. People imagined, they saw the invisible, and invented products.
Definitely.
However,
definitely,
you got to run imagination and knowledge in parallel, because if you have knowledge only without imagination, you will reach nowhere. If you got the imagination without knowledge too, you reach nowhere. So you run imagination and imagination and knowledge in parallel. So I decide to come out from the Air Force, do my own thing. So I went to Germany, studied a metallurgical engineering course, then came to Britain, and then I started doing my own thing.
Wow. Sometimes we get stuck in the area that we're not getting fulfilled into. You were working with the Ghanaian Air Force, and you've come to see that you wanted to do more.
Yes.
But there was no room for that. There was no opportunity, and you had to come out of that because you believe there's more to you than where they want to place you. Would you say that led you to the plug rack?
You see, I was then in Ghana at that time. Plug rack was my first product.
Was your first product?
Yes, I was working with the London Underground in their clothes shop as an electromechanical engineer. And at that time, we were going to construct the Ghibli line, to continue, the Ghibli line. So I was put on a project, and, the machines I used for that project, wasn't right. So I cracked my hand. You see, I suffered from my right hand, and so I was going off sick left and right and center, and I wasn't comfortable. So eventually, they asked me to go and work in ticket office. Yes, and I thought of myself, the hell with it. I want to do something better, not ticketing office. But anyway, because I had my plan, they asked me to go for the exams. So in the exams at Baker Street there, they brought up questions. How many questions? It's about 20 questions or so, and it's all about, mathematics and all this kind of nonsense. Then I intentionally failed all and just got one right. I intentionally did that because I didn't want them to take me to ticket office where money is involved and calculations involved.
You didn't want that. Audience, I want you to take a look at one of the plug rack, one of his inventions. So we have just, audience, we've just looked at the plug rack that we're about to talk to us about. So obviously, from what you said, you were still on a mission.
Yes.
To somewhere.
Yes.
So things that were coming your way was not fulfilling for you.
No.
So can you tell us about this plug rack?
Well, so as I left London Transport, they gave me medical retirement.
Wow.
All right.
Was it as a result of
my injury?
Okay, the injury that you sustained.
I couldn't use my hand.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
Properly.
Okay.
It was disturbing me myself. But the plug rack, I invented it on a break time when I was working with London Transport in their premises.
Wow.
And I also was afraid, because if you are working with an institution and you happen to come out with an idea, that idea is not yours. It belongs to the institution.
Because
your name will be put there as an inventor, but it belongs to the institution.
Wow.
So you see, God is wonderful.
All the
So
time.
they gave me sort of medical retirement. Then I put that into you.
Blessing in disguise.
You see what I mean?
Blessing in disguise.
That's right.
Now, this idea of a plug rack, how did you? Is it because because in my kitchen right now, I'm sure I need something like that,
right.
because sometimes I get confused which of the plug is for this one.
That's
I have
right.
to try that one. No, it's not that one. I have to try that one. It's not that one. So, was it something that you were experiencing at home, and you thought, there had to be a way to organize
Necessity
these
is a
plugs?
matter of invention. You, as I told you, you must always observe what goes around you.
Wow.
And create a solution to that.
To that.
I had many appliances in my kitchen. I'm an appliance man. I love appliances.
Wow.
Okay, so I designed a thing. Okay, I polished it up, and I went in search of a patent. I got it. Now, when I got a patent, I had to manufacture that. The banks wouldn't give you money to do it. I paid £25,000 to do the tool for me to be able to produce the product, but they wouldn't. So I had to use my own money. Because nobody does business with their money. You go to a bank and you get money and do it.
That's a good
That was
idea. I
the
never
risk,
thought about that.
the risk I took. But as soon as I did that, because I wanted the product to be well recognized, the only way I could do was to approach the National Electricity Board. The National Electricity Board found the product very useful, and they endorsed it. And they started selling it in their showrooms.
Wow.
And then there was publicity coming out
Went
there.
on, yeah.
You know,
even my, I researched, briefly about you and your inventions and your engineering and everything. And this particular, idea, and especially the plug rack, even Margaret Thatcher took interest in
Yes,
in this invention. John Lewis, they sold your product. Harold sold these products.
Ladies home care.
Wow.
It was massive. Maggie, what she did for me was brilliant, because I sent her a few to try it.
Wow.
And then I told her, now can you connect me to the National Health? So they wrote me a letter, and then they said Maggie was impressed and blah, 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 and they've taken all the papers to the Minister of Health for use.
Wow.
Then people start coming in, ordering left, right, and center. I did the gold-plated one. I did a silver-plated one to match with golden plugs and then silver plugs. But the DIYs, I was selling in the white colors. But these ones matched the plugs. It was an executive sort of a product where the elite can put in their kitchen and feel proud of it.
No, it's really it's an amazing idea, helping to organize, and for Harrods and top range stores to actually sell your product. It goes to show the wonderful idea that you always come up with. Having invented something that the top people, like people like Margaret Thatcher, Harold sold. How was that feeling for you?
Well, I thought, you see, people actually look at celebrities. What a celebrity does, other people want to do it. They copy it. So that was my winning point, that these top people, and Harold especially, I mean, who am I? I mean, just a little thing a little fish in the ocean, and for Harrods to come, to me and then order these products, Sir Freddie John Lewis, even the Duke came to my exhibition. Okay?
Yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah, I read about it as well. Did you came and saw
Yes,
your
I
plot?
sold it to her because, you see, you know these people don't carry money in their pocket. Here, this bodyguards who actually pay things for them. But you see, I'm only a small man. I'm also making my living, and then the royal family, they are enjoying everything in this world. Okay, and the little thing that I've invented to make me money to live comfortably.
Yeah,
I can't give it to you free. So I charged it. They bought 6, and I issued a receipt, and they paid it. Next day, there was this publicity. The Duke was said to have bought no less than 6.
Even the newspapers,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
carried
That
it.
puts me up there.
Wow.
That pushed me up there.
That I guess that is where even the BBC,
Yeah,
you were,
that's
you know, they were attracted
Yes.
to your work. The BBC News, Channel 4, and also there was something you did at some point in 1990. You donated a couple, like over 150 plugs to the Ministry of Industry and Science.
Yes, that is in Ghana.
In Ghana.
You know, I went to Ghana and I wanted to promote the products there. So what I did was, I didn't take the plug racks there. They were here, and I had at that time, you know, a friend of mine that we were in the airport together, that's Jerry Rawlings. You know, they saw what I'm doing. So I decided, in order to promote this kind of business, to donate 150 of the plug racks. It costed me about, you know, it cost me about £500 at that time.
Wow.
Okay, to all the, you know, so the most important organizations in Ghana, like the Electricity Board, Ministry of Industry, Science and Technology, the BBC, all those places. Okay, they had it, and then, you know, became popular. But Ghana at that time was slow. So I decided to, you know, pack it up. And come up, yes.
So, Mr. Greene, we were looking at you have donated. You know, the reason why you donated 150 plugs and more. I'm sure about that. And you know, the reason, at least maybe to showcase what it was. But you know, somebody might say, why not to the home, you know, to homes or to individuals?
Oh, but that's too below belt, isn't it?
Okay.
It's too below belt. Look, when my things went out to the market, especially Harrods and that, there was a certain lady called Penny Gina. I don't know whether you knew her. She was handling for what it's worth a magazine, BBC. And she wanted to do a program for me, so she wrote. And then when she saw my profile, she wrote back, says, my God, she can't believe that an engineer and inventor can market his own product.
Wow.
My mind there was necessity is the mother of invention. You have to do it yourself sometimes. Because you are using all your money, you are not getting any sponsors from anywhere, so you've got to be able to minimize this thing. But once
the expenditures.
Yeah, that's right. But once with this product, you see, there's nothing high-tech about it. There's nothing high-tech. But it's the manner in which it's used in the homes.
Exactly.
That gives the impact.
Yeah, exactly. So, in 1993, you became the member of the British Institute of Patentees and Inventors. Can you share this experience with us?
Well, you see, I can't say anything bad about it, but there was a few obstacles over there.
Yeah.
All right. They set up that, and then they took people's inventions. Of course, they showcase it. All right. And other manufacturers who want it will get in touch with them, and then they will get in touch with the inventor, at least for manufacture or sell the rights outright. Okay. Yes. You write in their magazines, you know what is going on. There are a few contacts there that you can contact those people, all right, for you either to do your patents or, you know, help you in other ways. But they're all right. But you see, it's a professional body,
Yeah,
and it lifts up your profile.
Okay, good, good.
Because it doesn't make you a backstreet inventor.
Okay, okay.
You see, because they can never accept any backstreet inventor.
Yeah, so
I mean?
being a part of the British of that British Institute of Patenters and Inventors also shows the quality of your work. It shows your experience.
That's
it shows
right.
that you're not a child's play.
Yes,
your
that's right.
quality is standard enough
Yes.
to be a member of that.
Yeah, that's right. It
Yes.
lifts your profile up
Yes,
for
it
people
lifts,
to
yeah.
believe in you. Because you see, I define invention, all right? Invention, innovation. Invention is a process through which something is produced or constructed by original thought.
Wow.
And innovation is the process of applying and producing change. This was said by Francis Bacon about 500 years ago, and even he went on to say, he who will not accept new remedies must expect new evils, for time is the greatest innovator.
Did you hear
Now,
that?
yes, now listen to
Wow.
this, okay? Many people call themselves inventors, but even they haven't had even one product on the market. You see, your label is
The inability to bring it to life.
market. All right? Yes. If you're able to bring one product out, then people can call you an inventor.
Yeah, very true.
Okay?
Very true.
So I set myself a target at least to be able, okay, to bring a product there so that I fall within the structure.
Yeah, wow.
That's why I can call myself inventor.
Inventor. And you did not even stop at that. Would you say all this experience led you also to, or should I say, what led you to want to develop the electric bulb remover?
Yes.
Because that is a very, in fact, I was privileged and actually I would say I was lucky to come to the place where you actually develop this thing. And Mr. Greene, I was so amazed that day,
right.
and I was like, oh my God, no matter how difficult it was, the electric bulb remover was taking them down and fixing them back up.
Microseconds, you bring it out.
You know what happened? Yeah, I was just watching somebody a few minutes ago, and it was trying to. It climbed the chair, and was trying to get the bulb. I just remembered about your invention. I was like, oh my God, this should be in the market. Like everybody's gonna be buying it. So tell us about this idea, this vision for this. How did it come about it?
Yes, because that was an aggressiveness. I went to Ghana. Ghana government invited me, okay, to do, they read about me, even the trade secretary here wrote to Ghana government, and then I went there on holiday. They didn't know I was coming. And then suddenly, I don't know how, one of the reporters got to know that I was coming. Followed me to where I was going, a restaurant from the airport straight, and then came and interviewed me there.
Wow.
Right? And the papers
Amazing.
came out. The papers came out, okay, in a Ghana newspaper.
So you were not expecting them to come?
No.
You were like, that man is around.
Yeah, that's right.
We have to go and
Yeah.
catch him.
Yes. So
Wow.
that was the first publicity in Ghana I had. By that time I had many publicities in London anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay, so, in about 2 days' time or so, the article had come out, all right? And as the article came out, I read it, and then it was okay, fair enough. However, I was at home when the Secretary for Industry, Science and Technology sent people to come and pick me up to the ministries. When I went there, they took me there. They discussed all sorts of things with me, and they said, no, I got to come home and then build a factory and produce some of my inventions and also other things. I said, okay, but they will help me, small scale business, loans and all other things. So, in order for me to accomplish this, I came to London to draw a feasibility study. And I raised $4 million subject to Ghana Bank's guarantee. I took it to Ghana, And then, I had meetings with the governor of Bank of Ghana, Kwesi Boche, all those people, all right? And then it was accepted in a way. When the time came for them, anyway, they also took me to Cape Coast because I wanted to site the project in Cape Coast, not Accra. Accra is congested. Cape Coast, there's only one factory there, which is a soap factory. So, when they took me there, they gave me 4.12 acres of land to build my factory there.
Yeah, wow, amazing.
When the time came for Ghana Bank to actually endorse this $4 million, they wrote me some stupid letter telling me that Ghana Bank is not able to guarantee a foreign loan for a company. So I should sort out suppliers and buyers credit. I got mad. In the third day, I was so mad. Okay, because I've been disappointed. I wanted money going here and there.
Of course.
So on board the aircraft, you see, I was reminiscing. And then I look up there, and I saw these aircrafts, lights over here, like fluorescent light, and in the aircraft there. My brain tick. I said, no, there must be a way of bringing these, fluorescent tubes and bulbs out. So the moment I arrived in London, I went to my research and development facility. I didn't do the drawings, okay? I bought some few components, all right, from the shop, and I designed the bulb. It worked, and I started to improve it.
Wow.
Then it became big news. Then BBC picked me up.
Yeah, I was going to say that it attracted a lot of major TV stations.
Yeah, that's right.
BBC, channel of them, they were all on board.
Can you imagine that even when I was in the program of the BBC scientific program, okay, Lord Goldsmith had rang in to talk to me because Lord Goldsmith had about 150 jewelry shops all over England. And the ceiling is very high there. And before you can take even £1 bulb from there, you have to bring in scaffolders
to come and do that.
And then you have to disturb the environment of the shop even. And then you end up paying almost about £500 for taking one bulb. Because if one bulb goes out there, it affects the jewelry. Okay, in about 2 days' time, you see another bulb will go, they have to bring it. So
it would cost him money.
Mr. Green, I want that. I said, this is a prototype. I built it by my hand. Now I need to manufacture it. He said, no, I want to build me the prototypes. Okay, and you want 150.
Wow.
150, I said, this is too much for me. I'm getting old, this is too much for me.
I can imagine you like, wow.
So how many can you build? I said, I'll make you 5. All right? So if I say, can you afford to pay £350 for one attachment? He said, no problem.
No problem, bring it. Wow.
So I
need one of that.
All right.
I saw it and I was like, I need one of that. Because last night, I had to climb the bed to change the light bulb.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Having such, I know, like you mentioned, age and all that, do you think is something that will come out someday?
Yeah, it's going to come out because you see,
I know that some shops are like the one you've mentioned, they're using it.
Yeah.
Like, what about producing more
I'm
of
going
that?
to produce more because I'm looking for investment, because the investment in that's a lot of money. I'm now on pension and I'm only trying very hard to preserve my pension. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's right. But you see, as time goes by, the light fittings have changed. So I've been able to develop the system to suit the modern bulb. And can you imagine chandelier? Chandelier, okay, you got to climb a scaffolder to take the chandelier bulb.
And some of them you have to kind of like go like that to unscrew it.
The arms, chandelier arms are like that, and the bulbs are there. How do you take it? But I got the system.
No, you demonstrated few that I was. Huh?
Oh, you saw it, eh?
Yeah. When I came to your invention room, I saw great things, and there were some bulbs. Actually, I was like, how is gonna get this one off?
You see.
And it worked. I was like, wow. I need that one, please. Right. I need it.
I promise you, but don't show anybody.
No. It's such amazing audience. You know, it's something that
I'll show you how to use it.
Yes,
Yes.
it's something that hopefully very soon we are going to have that. And again, he's going to be sharing. You know, sometimes, like you said, we may have these ideas, but what might be a hindrance or stumbling blocks? Looking at your profile and looking at, you know, researching a lot about you, I came to find out that there were some contracts, you know, investors that you turned down because for the benefits of the developing world. Now, what motivated you to want to do this?
Yes. You see, let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
I am not a materialistic person. Okay?
Wow.
And I know if I have a lot of money, I'll automatically be a philanthropist. Okay?
Yes.
I wanted Ghana to put its name on the map. Even if it's going to cost me my life.
Wow.
Because I'm not thinking about myself. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about Ghana as a whole.
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And they have the facilities to produce all my inventions.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
But they were too slow. On my last television interview I did in Ghana, I addressed this. I just spoke openly. All right? They need to help those talented people out there to bring their products.
Definitely. You turn down great investors just because you want to contribute,
That's
you know,
right.
and help grow
I wanted to
an
leave a
economy
legacy.
that is
That's right.
legacy. That's the word, you know.
Okay.
And you can imagine a lot of ideas that has been frustrated, opportunity that the growing world, you know, they just undermined.
You see, this Western world, okay, I can refer a company called Vax Appliance. These people who do Hoover.
Yeah.
You know that Vax
Yes,
Appliance?
yes.
Yeah, they saw my invention. They want to sell. They had an agent looking for products. So this man happened to track me down, came to the office, and then he says to me, he's identified he went to science library because all these things I put in science library, you see, and that Vax Appliance wanted. So they invited me there. Okay? Now, we talked about everything. Then they wrote me a letter. I sent you the letter. I think, Vax Appliance.
Yeah.
They wanted me to work with them in their research and development facilities. Okay?
Yeah.
Put all my inventions there, past, present, and the future inventions over there, and pay me 16 to 18,000 pounds a year. Can you imagine that? I didn't do it. For me to do that, I prefer to do it free for my country.
For country.
Okay?
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Uh-huh.
Amazing
It's-
sacrifice.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
but I
what
don't
more
mind.
can somebody do to support their country?
Well,
I mean, you did a lot
Yes,
to
that's right.
support them to grow.
Yes.
It's really great opportunity that Ghana, missed out on this great opportunity that you gave them. The British invention sold or licensed abroad for lack of inventors. Can you tell us,
what do you say?
I looked up on something, the British invention that is sold or licensed abroad for lack of inventors. What was that?
For lack of invention, I can't remember that properly.
Yeah, the British invention licensed abroad.
Oh,
Yeah,
you see,
because I'm interested
That's right, I'll tell you,
in that
I'll tell
one.
you.
Yeah.
Sir Peter Cockrell or something like that. He invented the hovercraft.
Yes.
He did not get help from anywhere. No bank, this and that. He sent the inventions to America. America bought of him. And Americans produced hovercraft and then started selling to British people, even their Royal Navy. Does that make sense?
So what? No, it doesn't.
Yes.
So what you're saying is that even the British, they had the opportunity as well.
Yes.
To invest in this hovercraft,
Yes.
but they didn't.
You see, two people I know, Trevor Bellis, who is dead right now, he invented the clock radio. You see, I went to a scientific program before him, all right, and then he managed to clinch a deal with a South African company. They took the invention, they paid him good money, but the contract wasn't right. So he lost everything. And then, he opened inventors a guild and all sorts of things. Right now he's dead. He went broke. Sir Dyson Hoovers.
Dyson, yeah.
You didn't get it. My God, the guy was almost going bankrupt. He is doing his best to put Britain
in place.
But now, you know what happened?
To put them in the map.
Yes, he had to go to abroad for other companies to invest in him.
In him?
Yes.
Wow. And then Britain go out to buy from them.
They are selling these things. But most of them are being manufactured in China.
Which is what is happening. Sorry to say, to mention my country, Nigeria, they would, the raw materials will be taken out, sold out to cut, like, for example, like chocolate, like cocoa. Cocoa.
Switzerland, they made the best of chocolate.
In Nigeria right now, Nigeria produce a very good cocoa farming, and chocolate is very expensive in Nigeria. Why? Because they sold the raw materials out, and then we buy it back.
Aren't we stupid?
Yeah. We sell out our oil, fuel, and then we buy it from the farm. It just doesn't make sense. A lot of rice, for example, we produce, we sell out, they refine it, make it, and then bring it back, and then we buy from them.
It's sad.
It's just so sad that, we have to be going through this. Just like you said, if you have ideas and you don't put it into practice, or sometimes, a lot of times, people want something, but opportunity knocks and they don't even see it, not just as an individual, but also a country. From what I've just learned from you, sometimes countries see opportunities.
Yes, they're enemy of progress.
Yeah. Sometimes it could be enemy of progress of themselves,
Can you imagine that I invented electricity generating plant? This, I'm using compressed air energy. They filmed this even in Ghana. It came to the papers and everything here. Air is free. But the way I designed it, I didn't bring the real product for the television crew to film. I sent, when the PP government came to power in 2001, I wrote to the presidency introducing this product. And they wrote me in about 2-3 weeks' time and said, you've taken the PowerPoint presentation to the Energy of Ministries. 6 weeks later, I had the same letter from them. And look at Ghana, they were short of electricity, this and that. This is a system that can, air can be converted into electricity, run the generator.
And they didn't take the opportunity.
Yes, you use it, put my system in a car, take your car engine off your engine bay, and put my system there and connect the appropriate, you go. And then you don't have to go to any fuel station even to charge your battery.
Would you say is one of the challenges that, as an inventor, that you had encountered over the years?
Yes, I'll tell you the 3 examples. Inventors, musicians, and then filming. These 3 things. They go through a lot.
Wow.
Somebody may have very good film, but can't even have the money to produce it. Music, like these singers, they make very good music. They don't get anyone to sponsor them. And if somebody is going to sponsor you, they give you just peanuts. I better die with my idea than to give it out like that. Because, you can't buy anybody's brain. No. It's too expensive. You can't buy anybody's brain in this world.
You can't, definitely you can't.
So let the dead bury themselves. I'm 74 years next week. I feel good in 74 years.
74 years, wow, amazing.
I'm okay.
Congratulations in advance.
Thank you very much. What do I need? I don't need anything. I'm not rich. I'm not poor. Do you understand what I mean? I eat well. So I don't need anything from anybody.
Very important.
If you want my product, come over, let's sign a deal. Like my new product right now, I'm talking to China and South Africa for either to sell the patent outright or manufacture. It's my new toothpaste, what I call it oral hygiene station.
Yes. So tell us briefly about this product.
Now, you see, I think of so many ideas. It takes me, you see, my mind don't sleep.
Oh, wow. It's
Okay, my mind is working all the time. We inventors, when we are inventing, you see, it's the research that keeps us alive. The research. We don't think about the monetary aspect of it. We don't. As long as you have the test for research, that makes you happy. Okay, so you think out all sorts of things, and as I told you, observation. Every home right now has a toothbrush or a toothpaste exposed. You either have a toothbrush hanger on the wall, or a cup that you put your toothbrushes in and your paste in, and sometimes you shave, and then sometimes women Q-Tex or whatever you put
it's in there, the same box.
and then you see all these foreign matters going to the brushes.
Wow.
Coupled with that, the toothpaste itself, how it's squeezed. You think it's finished, it's not finished.
It's not finished. Even sometimes I have to get the scissors.
Okay?
To kind of like,
And about 6 foot
and then open it up and just take the last bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
This squeezes every bit out.
Every bit out. Amazing. It's
And
an
I want-
amazing product.
Yes, and I'm talking to South Africa, either to sell the thing to
Yeah, I was
them
going to say,
outright.
when is it going to be in the market?
Yeah, it depends, because you see, it's either I told the company in South Africa that I want to sell the patent, the rights to them, or they can produce and give me my royalties.
Yeah. So it's on that negotiation.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all these things, it's really a pleasure having you, here. There's so much learning from say. Would you say, what advice would you give? We've looked at the challenges, government not being interested and in a lot of ideas and dreams are just dying. What advice would you give to anybody who is watching right now and they are struggling? What would you say to them?
The advice is, we are strong, and what men of our time need is courage.
Courage.
However hard life will be for us, if you summon your faith, courage, and tenacity towards a fixed objective, you succeed in all your labors.
If you are watching, you struggling as an inventor, there's so much ideas. Sometimes you wait for the government to come and play a part, but as you have learned from the legend, sometimes you just have to, take the bull by the horn, step into that field, by yourself, and see what happens. What you don't want is that dream, that invention to die. Okay? Having said this, behind every successful man,
There's a woman.
there is some woman there or somebody there that is cheering him up. Can you tell us, may her soul rest in peace, a bit, if it's okay by you.
Ada, my friend,
Yes.
my wife died 2014,
Wow.
and I loved her so much, she loved me.
Wow.
I left even my job to follow her, because at that time she was working with the World Health Organization. Her name is Ifwa Dokenu Obi Green. So proud of me, I was so proud of her.
Amazing.
And in this area, I was the one pushing my wife to accomplish her mission in stopping female genital mutilation.
Wow.
She also fought. She started a program in 1983, coincidentally, and 1983 was the same year I started my project too.
Wow.
We lived for 15 years. So when she died, I started now. Danny Eskin and Nana, they said, no, Freddie, you can't go like that. You have to let go. That's why sometimes you see me on red carpet and all sorts of things. They push me to come around. Okay? I wasn't driving.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
amazing.
But you see, she supported me. But now, on the 18th of this month, it was 5 years. I've been getting advice from people, Freddie, you got to have a girlfriend, you have to have this, and I really felt that, my God, how can I manage this?
I can imagine. Wow.
And I made up my mind on the 18th of her 5th anniversary, I'll go for someone. But you see, I went on somebody's show. She is also a film producer, actress, and a TV host on her show. Okay? And, you know, we spoke, but we didn't talk about anything. But in my eyes, I said, no, this chick here, she's the one I think I have to go out with.
Audience, before Freddie Greene, tell us more about this admirer or whatever. Let us take a look at his late wife's work. Mentioned who has fought long hard on female genital mutilation. As you all are aware, is a cause that is worth fighting for. Take a look.
Between 100 and 140 million girls and women, mostly in Africa, in 28 countries of Africa, have undergone genital mutilation. The good news is that there is now a movement of grassroots activism.
Après la sensibilisation.
People now have moved a little bit beyond the cultural practice to seeing FGM as a major human rights abuse.
As you have seen, audience, is very disturbing scene, and she has fought long hard. What is her, Mr. Greene, what is the name of her organization? If somebody watching right now, they want to kind of like get involved in her organization, I understand it's still on.
Forward UK.
It's called Forward UK. Okay.
And they have chapters in Nigeria, in Sierra Leone, and all those places.
Okay.
Okay. But I lost her.
Yeah.
And people are advising me, you go to life must go on and blah blah blah. I find it very difficult to engage myself in a relationship, but
I can imagine
now, after 5 years,
the relationship was very strong.
So I just fall in love. I'm still right now. I'm falling in love. I'm so happy with myself. I don't know what to do with myself.
This is very interesting.
And then she's taking good care of me. She's a very, very down to earth woman.
Amazing.
Oh yes,
great.
See her,
Mr. Greene. Oh, that would be a honor to come to meet such a wonderful woman. And I'm also very pleased for you that you have been able to, you acknowledge the beauty and the love that you and your ex-wife shared.
Yes.
So I'm glad, like you said, you've got to move on, and I know that wherever she is, she's watching down, looking down for you,
maybe
and
she
also wants you.
Who knows?
And who knows? Or maybe she's like, yeah, darling, move on, till we meet again. So I'm really happy for you that you have kind of like tried to get your mind and soul together to move past everything, and also to thank you for coming on Tina Talk Show to share wonderful wisdom, wonderful journey and knowledge and everything about yourself. I really do appreciate you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much for coming.
It's an honor to be here too.
Thank you.
Yes.
And audience, wherever you're watching from, thank you so much for being part of today's topic. Until next time, your host, Adam Wachuku on Tina Talk Show. And bye for now.